Welcome to our channel, Stress Induced Left Eye Twitch. I'm Jillian.
And I'm Bo. And today we are going to give you a little bit of a bump date.
Yeah, bump
date. I am now 17 weeks along with baby girl.
Baby girl.
Hopefully a baby girl. I'm still convinced it might go different. Baby girl.
When's your appointment for 20 weeks?
December 11th, and I think it's 19 weeks.
And it'll be like your anatomy scan and everything?
My doctor doesn't do, she'll like do the gender or whatever, and then like the basic check, but then she won't do the anatomy till 28 weeks, because they kept having a lot of like false things.
Which I totally agree with.
Yeah. Little fun fact, when Jordan had his...
We shared this in our surviving pregnancy.
He's missing his stomach, he had club feet, and kidney problem?
Yeah, kidney. That's what they told me in my 20-week anatomy scan.
So I'm glad that they're like...
waiting.
Gonna wait.
Because by like 28 weeks, they were like, everything's fine. He might have club feet. That's literally what they said.
So scary, though. I remember being so scared.
So can you show them your... Tell them how you've been feeling.
Okay, so I made it out of the first trimester. The first trimester was literally hell. Mm-hmm. It was really bad. I would throw up multiple times a day. I could keep stuff down. Like, I never was not hungry. It just was constant gagging all day, every day.
Yeah.
And then vomiting.
TMI.
Which I think just comes with the territory.
Yeah.
I also have really hard time keeping my breath, which I think is
so out of breath.
Going to get worse and worse. I think I have just a really short torso, and if you guys can see it, I'll show you. I already have like a bump, and so I feel like everything is really like pushed down. By week 14, I was up 4 to 5 times a night peeing, and that's
TMI.
It's kind of, I mean, there's a bump date. That's kind of died out now. I take, probably 1 to 2 times a night where I'll still get up. And I used to be like snacking a lot during the night, and that's gone down.
She has had really bad migraines. So.
Yeah, second trimester now. First trimester, I did really well with headaches. I think because it was just replaced with.
But Bo has always had really bad migraines ever since she got histoplasmosis.
Yeah, and so I just have had my migraines back and then constant headaches. I do see a chiropractor, but I've been using Tiger Balm, which is like an icy hot kind of thing on my head, which has been helping. And then I have a migraine cap that helps, which is like ice packs all the way around your head. And then I use Tylenol extra strength, but it basically does nothing because it doesn't. I got nosebleeds as a symptom. Yeah. I didn't know that was a symptom. People don't tell you these things.
You look so pretty, though.
Anything else?
You're so pretty.
Should I show my bum?
Yeah, show me your bum.
Guys can like...
Okay, you're not in frame yet. Okay, come in frame. Come in frame. Oh, she's so cute. Look at the baby.
I felt her move last week for the first time.
Yeah, and I told Bo, I don't think I ever felt Jordan that
week
early.
15, I felt weird. Like, it felt like my food was moving. Yeah. And it's only when, because I sleep on my stomach, and so I always would feel her at night and be like, is that a baby? And then last week, I was at my nanny house, and I felt, I'm getting out of breath. I felt like literal, like the child inside of me, and I like had the biggest grin on my face ever, because I feel like
it's reassuring.
It's like such a calming thing. Like I told Julie tonight, I was like, I'm feeling her, and it's just like so exciting to me.
Reassuring.
So we're gonna also move on. She's gonna give a little bit of her tips.
Just a few. And if you guys want to hear more.
Tips in pregnancy or tips in motherhood?
I'm going to do tips in newborn stage.
Okay.
Newborn stage, okay?
What are some words of wisdom?
Okay. So, I think that there's just a couple of things that I, like, really latched on to. I only have one child, but I've raised Brooklyn since birth. So, like, the minute her mom came home from the hospital with her, I was there every single night for the first 3 months. So I kind of feel like I know a little bit about newborns. So these are like the little things I've picked up. Even with Brooklyn, like I thought I was well prepared for newborn stage. I was not. I was not prepared. When it's your own, it's like a totally different game.
And
like
it's just
you're the only one responsible. Yeah. I mean, obviously your partner and your husband
but
too.
It's different.
Yeah, it's just different. like, for me in my household, I made a decision, like, my husband's going to get up and go to work every day, and I get to stay home with my child, which I, like, is a huge blessing for me. So, and we breastfed, so I was like, I kind of feel like I'm going to get up with the baby. And not because I don't think he should have to, but, like, in my mind, it was kind of like, well, what's he going to do?
Yeah, when you're breastfeeding.
Yeah.
They can change diapers, but...
But, like, honestly, it was just way faster if I did it anyways. I don't know. And I don't know if I'll do that next time, too, but for Jordan, that's what we did. But anyways, I'm getting off topic. Okay, so one of the biggest words of advice that somebody gave me was, in the hospital, ask for formula. And that might be super controversial because some people are like, no,
trigger warning,
exclusively breastfed. But I had a C-section, and a C-section is very traumatic to your body. And honestly, my milk didn't come in right away. So it wasn't like, oh, baby's here, 5 hours later, my milk came in.
Like, your body just knows when you gave the baby.
Yeah,
and then
I don't know if, like, your hormones, maybe your hormones start, like, releasing a certain way, but they, like, have you breastfeeding from the moment the baby comes out, and you're like, what is he breastfeeding on? He is breastfeeding on something, so don't be weirded out by it. I can't remember. Yeah, that's right.
Thick stuff.
Yeah, and then they poop it all out.
Getting privy to the knowledge.
Anyway, so somebody said to me, you know, ask for formula in the hospital. And the first night I did not. And Jordan was born at 7 at night, so I think right away his days and nights were a little mixed up.
I'm in the world.
So all we did that night, I literally just stared at him all night long. And he didn't cry at all night long. Like, I think he was in such shock to be in the world. And at this point, my husband snores super loud. So he slept in the car for a couple of hours so I could get some sleep. And he was also kind of, like, embarrassed, I think, because he snores so loud. But he, like, spent time with us. Then he went to sleep in his car, and he was going to come right back up after he got some sleep. And I was going to sleep, too. And the nurse kept being like, should I take the baby? Should I take the baby? And I was like, no, I want him here with me. But by the second night, the adrenaline's gone.
Do you think the first night send the baby to the nursery? Or do you think...
I wouldn't have. No. But that's just my own choice. But the second night, I mean, the magic is a little more, not a little, but, like, you're so exhausted. Your body is depleted. And this friend of mine was like, you know, if your milk is still not in, there's no shame in giving your baby a bottle so you can sleep.
Okay.
So she was like, there's no shame. Just give her give the baby a bottle, just a little bit of formula. It's not going to completely ruin their breastfeeding. Like, you can still be breastfeeding. Like, I was feeding the baby every, like, hour and a half, 2 hours.
What do you do if it's not, like, it's just getting the colostrum?
Yeah, so it's not getting real food, so it's hungry. So the baby's crying. That second night, we could not get the baby to stop crying. I started hemorrhaging the second night, and so I was traumatized. I was in the hallway calling my mom because I was so scared because I was, like, clotting. It just TMI. But I'm so emotional. I'm so tired. So I asked my husband to get the baby a bottle, and we gave him the bottle, and he slept for like 5 hours. So I was able to sleep for just like a long stretch of time because I hadn't slept for like 2 days at this point. Mm-hmm. Okay, another thing that was like...
Hold on, off of that, I feel like what I've learned along the way of just watching a lot of my close friends is I can make as many plans as I want. Yeah. But either none of it goes... Like, you have to be flexible. So, like, literally going into this, I'm only like 4 months along. But it's like I have in my mindset, I'm more flexible. And I think if you hadn't have gone through it, or like other people close to us hadn't have like gone through birthing, I would have been like, this is my plan, this is what I'm sticking to, like this.
And that's what kind of I felt like going into it. But then, like, I think around like a couple of weeks in, I was like, Jillian, stop judging yourself.
Comparing, or like...
Stop comparing yourself. You do... Like, you're the mom. I am the mom. I get to decide what's best for my baby.
Yeah.
I get to pray about it. I get to ask the Lord, like, what direction I should go in. And I breastfed for a really long time. But I have severe, like, health problems. So breastfeeding was really hard for me. At that point, I had already been off all of my pain medication,
for that
all
whole
of
time.
my fibromyalgia medicine for that entire time. And that's a huge sacrifice for somebody who's in constant pain. And then to be like, okay, well, I'm going to commit another whole year, another whole 18 months to not treating my illness so that I can feed my baby. Like, that's totally fine. If that had worked out for me, I would have done that. But that's definitely not what the Lord had for me. And we can get into that later. There's just a couple more, like, tips.
It's just so controversial.
It's just like, don't compare yourself. Mm-hmm. And, like, I had such mommy guilt about, well, I can't breastfeed until 1 year old.
I think it's so sad that that's, like, the world that we live in, where it's, like, I remember, and this is, like, something with her, when she had a C-section with Jordan, I remember telling somebody that, like, at our church or whatever, I was like, yeah, she had a C-section. And I did not say, oh, yeah, she had to have a C-section. I just said she had a C-section. And it was like this look of like,
oh.
And I never have understood ever. Like, it just never has come to me where I'm like,
it wasn't my choice
she had to have a
C-section.
I was like, she had, like, that's the way her child was birthed into the world.
Yeah.
It was no different. And I had just watched some of the women react to not intentionally. I think sometimes it just is like this, did you want something different?
Yeah.
Like, it did it not
And
go?
it wasn't like, and like for me, like my doctor was even really concerned that I'd be upset about
do you
it.
need a moment?
Like she was like, she like is like checking me, and you're already uncomfortable with that, and she like puts her hand on my knee as she's checking me, and was like, honey, he hasn't come down at all. I really think we're gonna have to do a C-section. And she's like, Patty, do you need a moment to grieve?
She was like, whatever.
I was like, why?
Maybe we're just like very.
Yeah, no, I'm telling you, there's so much comparison. I have mommy friends that when I am talking about my child, I'll be like, oh yeah, Jordan's like talking now, or he's walking now. Jordan was a super like fast walker. He walked at 9 months, and that's like crazy fast. And other moms will like, well, my baby's doing this. And so like for me, I tried to like always say, like, not like tear Jordan down,
no, you did
but
so
like
well
level us out. Like if they were like, oh well, my baby's doing this now, I'd be like, oh my gosh, my baby would never do that.
She's
like,
very like open with the things that Jordan has not mastered.
Struggles with.
Like, for a while, Jordan was not a good sleeper, and like,
oh, he's the worst.
But she was never. You never were like, yeah, like he's like doing this or this. Like she was like, hey guys, he's not sleeping through the night. Like
I'd be like, other babies sleep, right?
It was just like the things that were going well.
I co-sleep.
The things that were not like going well. You did really well at that.
But like what people didn't see was like me constantly crying in the first couple of weeks, like feeling really insecure in my mommy self. Like there would be times where I'd be like, I'm doing everything wrong. Like everything I said I wouldn't do, I did. Mm-hmm. You know, I'm a Montessori teacher, and there are very like select things that we're very passionate about in Montessori, and natural movement is one of them. So like not swaddling your baby. My baby was swaddled until he was like 18 months.
To get like the extra large
muslin
blankets
so I could swaddle him past a year old.
But that's what worked for him to sleep.
And you know what? He's the best sleeper in the world now. And so, like, that was, like, God.
He takes great naps. He sleeps well.
He never fights me to sleep, ever. He gets so excited when it's bedtime.
It just took you.
Yeah, it took me a really long time. And I think that's, like, my biggest advice is, like, just, like, you are going to do things your way and the way that you and I decide.
Yeah.
And you don't need to be insecure about it. You don't need to compare your baby to my baby or to anyone else's baby. And don't let them compare your baby to anyone. Because, like, I felt like I was constantly being, like, these voices would be, like, oh, well, you're not doing this right, or you don't breastfeed, or your baby's swaddled, or your baby takes the pacifier. Like, Jordan still uses the pacifier. He loves his
him off his bottle, though.
Yeah, but that took me forever to get him weaned off his bottle.
I just don't understand.
But there's like these timelines that
maybe
people are like, you should be done by now.
Maybe you're more like, because you work with such little kids.
Yeah.
And you worked amongst a very like high end.
Yeah.
I think I just in like the neighborhood also, like it's a
but I don't feel like it was Montessori that was speaking to my life.
Maybe I just am not privy to mom knowledge and I'm just gonna be a blank canvas.
Yeah.
But I feel like you went in with more like,
oh yeah, knowledge.
This is knowledge, and this is what I want and this is what I don't want. Whereas I'm just kinda like, I don't really know.
Okay, I have like practical tips.
Okay, ready.
Okay. So they give you these pacifiers in the hospital. Like in my hospital, I went to like a really nice hospital out west.
Mine's janky. So
they gave me pacifiers, which was super great. Like free pacifier. That's great. They were these jelly pop orange and clear pacifiers. Because he had that one in the hospital, he never took another one. And these ones you could only buy off bidding wars in Amazon. And once they dropped, London and I would joke that like they dropped and they would disappear. Like you drop it, you never find it again. So I never understood the concept of the passy clips until he was like 6 months old. I didn't even know what those were. I wish I would have had a passy clip, and I wish I would have never given him those jelly pop pacifiers.
So, like, in the hospital,
bring your own passy.
Okay.
Bring your own passy.
That is a normal, like, replaceable one at Target.
Yes. Okay. Bring your own. Get a passy clip right away.
Okay.
And people like those Webinubs. Jordan hated them.
Those
I don't know.
Cool. I don't understand how they can hold those in.
People think that people think when you place it, it's like weighted on their mouth.
But then it's like a stuffed animal on the weight of their face. I don't understand that.
I don't either.
And they look weird. Now we're judging. Yeah. But they just have this stuffed animal.
People love those Webinubs. Or you hate them. Like Jordan would never have taken that Webinub.
I just feel like okay.
Okay, so swaddle blankets. Amazing. The muslin ones.
Yeah, you've turned me on to those. They're just so much easier to swaddle.
So
Our nanny kid, we'd always swaddle them with those. And like she would have other ones like normal blankets and every time they just stretch better and they hold better in them.
You could even get the extra large ones if they need to be swaddled past a year.
They need to be comforted.
If you guys like these kind of videos, we would love to do another one. I have I've like written down a list of like products I love and products I didn't love for like new babies. If you're tired of the baby content, this is not going to be the channel for you for the next...
We're obsessed.
Till May, okay? So... But I think that's about it. Yeah, then we'll just show the baby and
I'm just really excited. And it makes me even more excited because for a while I wasn't super excited and then Julie being super excited. We will be doing, I want to do like
a haul?
A haul of what Julie has gotten for
this child. Can we film that right now?
It is insane, guys. I have not bought one thing for this kid.
Let's film it next. Go get all your stuff.
But we'll do the next like bump date. Maybe we'll do like tips and tricks every bump date. So every trimester we'll do. So my next one when I'm out of second trimester. We'll give you like if baby's fine along the way. But
all right. Thanks. Don't forget to subscribe down below. We have a lot of really cool videos coming up pretty soon. So like that one that
yeah.
Okay, bye.